many people, they come and they threaten our lives. And in that sense of, when we are trying to help others, or when we are trying to go to the court to defend the case, or we are taking someone's case up and trying to defend their rights, mostly the human rights defenders, we take the risk of, like someone is there to threaten our lives. My name is Mary Kinney, and I am the director for the Highlands Women Human Rights Defenders Movement, and I'm based in Mingendi, in the Simbu province. A human rights defender is when someone is in need and we are there to defend that person, he or she or whoever is in need of help.
My name is Leah. My name is Angela Yani.
Angela Apa.
Name block me Americo Fufurefa. Me team leader block Cafe Women's Association. Me base Logoroka, Eastern Islands Province, Papua New Guinea.
This is my 22 years of a human right being on the ground. Social accusation is one of the biggest problems we have in Chimbu.
Social accusation-related violence is well known to like many people in the country, and especially in the highlands. When there is an accusation, there is no one there to support one's life. Everyone becomes spectators.
Man, we die lame time and we patients la problem. Time die and black mem go to place. No place and all family blame all suspect nothing no me osem. Me kill him. So plan osem all a catinet to me. Na planning one time problem play. So me hurry also sending them some nature staff no big man to serve so innocent through. All man and all possible all let lola kill me so.
We do R&R, rapid response, and we all go together as a team with different stakeholders, the health, the police, and also KUSWA and other DDAs. The DDA is the District Development Authority. We all go there with peace mediators in the communities, and also we involve churches.
We have trained the local persons. Those are the ones that we have trained them, so they are in the communities. Okay, this ones when they saw that in a particular area where they faced social-related violence, they used to call us, and then we called the police. So the police went up and they arrest those perpetrators, and at the same time they help those survivors.
We try to support police to go out and rescue the women out in that community. Their safety is paramount. We have to keep the women safe before we do anything. And then when the women is safe, we go and do interviews, but we don't really go fast and do interview because the women are trauma. So we have to give them time and just support them accommodation and food to eat, and then we give them time when they are ready. We go in an interview and get some information from them, and then we proceed in court system. We have a new office there now. You can see that we have a space for the survivors to come in and to be interviewed. That's very, very important because normally the office space before it was very small, and when they come for interview, everyone is watching the survivor who is reporting her cases. So it's like it's too open. But now, from the funding from Spotlight, it's creating a venue where it is very quiet and it is so safe for the women to talk about her issue, and yeah.
Kind of mi pla pesi mo disla kind problem na. Ta mi pla golo you pla. Emos mi pla sa ksim more support.
The challenges that we meet in our daily work, like rescuing gender-based violence or social accusation, it's to do with our landscape. Chimbu is a very mountainous area, and our villages are scattered in the valleys and everywhere. Like somebody is accused being accused in coup. It's quite a distance. We have no bridges. They have to cross the river. When it's rainy season, women are dying out there.
Sometimes we go out in the field and there's some torture and killing out there. But sometimes we go into the toilet and we try to send text to the police to rescue. These are some of the things. And sometimes we don't have a flex card in the house, in our phone. Then the women are killed. Already lots of people know our work and they also access the services. They already know us. So it's like, it's a threat to us. And also we normally receive so many threats on the phone. And also sometimes they come to our areas, our places where we live, and they say lots of abusive words, swearing at us, throwing stones on our houses. And some of these things are happening. But as for this work, I would say our life is also a threat.
I think we had several recommendations been sent to the parliamentary committee, and one of the recommendations was this, the protection bill to recognize the human rights defenders working right across the country to protect our lives as citizens.
We really want to be protected because for so many years we are not protected. And some of our human rights defenders are killed on the way. And some of them are abused, tortured. And we have so many bruises. We have so many different kind of abuses on us.
We do a lot of campaign and we do training, so people are out there. They call us. And we tell them, please, you bring the survivors, somehow you bring them. So when I talk about this, I usually cry. Because the Focal people, they put themselves at risk. Bringing the survivor out. If the perpetrator catches them, bad luck. Or if the young men that we teach them, be an influential person, human rights defender in your community, if they bring out a wife, a young one like that, he will say, you like Martin Mary Blumi, yeah? So the husband punches them.
But for ourselves, like Kuswa and our staffs, we think that it's normal, so we can work for years and years. Nothing will protect our life. So we think that it's normal, but it's not normal.
The protection bill is very important for a human rights defender to stand up as an individual or as a group around the country to work, to minimize and to say no to violence or any criminal activities that is being done. We need to be protected as a citizen.
And we can have some IDs or something like that, that we are human rights defenders, and anywhere we go, our life is at risk. There should be something to protect us. Like we should have our own vehicles to travel in, and we should have toll-free numbers established in the police stations and also established in the hospitals and in the safe house, so we can communicate freely.
We have been struggling to take up these issues up to the national level for a long, long time because we have been doing this work on the ground, and there was no recognition given to the human rights defenders trying their best to defend the rights of people, and at the same time we were taking that risk. And I think it is very, very important because when we have that bill, it's going to protect our lives.
We feel that it's time now. For so many years, we've been working on this program and no one is taking lead to talk about this. But also the human rights defenders, we go out at the national level and we talk and talk and talk, but no actions. But now we want actions. And we want to see some protection for us.
You know, people sitting in a very comfortable zone, they don't want to come out here. But people like KWP, Kushwa, we're supposed to change. We want to go out there and be with our people and teach them what is happening in our country, in the parliament.
As a CRG co-chair and a human rights defender and a director to the Highlands Women Human Rights Defenders, I really would like to acknowledge the Spotlight initiative over these 2 years, because they created a platform where we go and we lobby and we advocate at that level, and that we feel that it was done perfectly, and you know, we were able to get there into that space to talk about our issues down in the grassroots level or in the regions around the country. And we were able to go and, you know, like table everything out there at that platform that they have created through advocacy and lobby. So right now we are still advocating, and we are trying to talk to the people of this nation, that especially up in the highlands, that someone's life is very important and it needs to be considered.